If you're a smoker, stop dying slowly. This can change your life. Remember, you're not just hurting yourself, you're hurting your own future. You light a cigarette for a few seconds of calm. You think you're choosing relief, but actually you're choosing decay. Your body actually adapts to pain, not to poison. So yes, if you need help, I've built a free template for you so you can stop smoking in few weeks. And the only thing you need to do is to comment stop.
Alright boys, let's begin. So now here in the media pool, as you can see, we have the raw footage and we also got the media files here. What we can do is we can grab our raw footage into the timeline like this. And as you can see, this is in the real format. So just go here in the settings tab and check this box, use vertical resolution, and then save. Alright, so this will be in the 9:16 resolution now. And now we can edit our whole sequence using few adjustment clips here and few fusion compositions. So what I'm gonna do is I will just play the clip.
If you're a smoker,
and cut it into scenes. I will put a cut here by pressing Ctrl B, and then we will grab an adjustment clip on top of it and trim it here like this. And let's go into the fusion page now. And now we can add our text. So bring in a text node and merge it here like this. And now we will type our text in all caps, and let's choose the font cut mark here, and now I will scale it up like this and maybe bring it down here, scale it up a little more. And now to animate it, we can right click here on the text box and select the follower modifier, and now go to the modifiers in the transform tab. Make sure you set this to words, and now place a keyframe on the offset parameter. And as soon as you place a keyframe, it's gonna redirect you to this path modifier. Just go back to the follower and again come to the shading tab and bring down the opacity to 0 and keyframe it as well. Now we can go 20 frames ahead and bring down the opacity all the way up, and in the transform, let's keyframe it, the offset, at 20 as well. Then by using this arrow, we will go back to our frame number 0, and I will bring down the Y position to somewhere around here. And finally, going to the timing section, we can bring the delay up to 1 or 1.2 maybe. Let's see. So you have this sort of animation coming up. All right. Then going into the spline tab, select this box, then press zoom to fit. Select both points, then press S to smooth out the animation. And now we can bring in our second text. So for that, I will bring in another node, a text node, and merge it here like so. And for this, I will type smoker, and we will choose the same font as cut mark here, and let's scale it up. And for this, I'm gonna go for maybe heavy and bring it here and scale it up even more so it aligns with the upper text like so, somewhere like this. And now you can go to the shading tab and let's make it a gradient here and select this white point, and then we will make it maybe this purplish like this, and selecting this black point, I will just expand it here and move it to somewhere around here like so. And then we can add an X glow to it like this and bring the gain to maybe 0.1 or 0.15 maybe like so. All right, I will also go to this text node in the shading, select element 3 and enable black shadow for this, and to add drop shadow in the first text as well. All right, and now to animate our second text, go to the text node, and in the text tab here, maybe we can go to frame number 30 here and keyframe the tracking. And now we can go maybe 15 frames behind, 1 2 3 4 5 at frame number 15. Let's increase the tracking, not that much, maybe here. And now we can go to the merge and bring the blend back to 0 on frame number 15 here, and then on frame number 30 we can bring the blend back to 1. And in the text, I will go to the spline, select character spacing, then zoom to fit, and then select both these points, then press S like this. I'm just gonna bring down the playback resolution to quarter so it lags a little less. So we have this text animation, and then second text animation comes in like so. All right, and then we can add the light sweep, which is very easy thanks to vector group. So you can go to effects, and then here templates, then edit, then effects, and then here this is the vector group section, and here is the VG light sweep, which is super nice, a game changer. And then you can add this into your text node, so you can see the light sweep here. We will just adjust it according to our needs. So go to the light intensity, animation, and edge, expand everything. I will just reduce down the edge intensity, increase the soft edge a little, and on the starting position you can bring it here. Let's see how's the light sweep currently. So in the ending position you can bring it all the way here. All right, and I will also select the ease in to sign and ease out to sign as well, and I will bring down the start position to here. So we have this light sweep happening, and you can adjust it according to your needs. I'm just gonna go to the X glow and will bring down the gain a little bit so it is a little dark purplish, right, like so. Now you can go back to the edit page here, and for the next scene, let's place another cut.
Stop dying slowly. This can change your life. Remember.
So here, all right, and for this I will use a fusion composition this time. So place it here and trim it here like so. And now let's go into the fusion page. And now first of all, let's set our background. So grab a background into the media out, and I will put the alpha to 0 for this one. And moving on, we will open our media pool and then media files and then part 1. All right, but before, let's make a background here. So grab a background, merge it on top like so, and in this I will change the color to purple like this, and maybe a little dark purple, so bring down the red here, and then I will add a vignette to it like so, and increase the size a little bit here. All right, and then I will add the first text by using this text node, merging it here, and let's type stop dying, and this time the font would be Morganite here, and maybe black, and increase the size like this and bring it on top like so, and then just copy this and paste it here. You can merge it on top like so, and for this one we will type slowly and bring it down, and similarly scale this one up like so, bring it down here like this. And now you can go to the shading tab and make it gradient as well. So I will make it purple like this, and we can add an X glow to it and bring down the gain like so, a little more, maybe like this, and also enable black shadow in both the text nodes. All right, I'll just increase the gain just a little bit, and in the text and select element number 1, I will make it a little purplish like this. All right, and now we're gonna animate both these texts. So for the first text, it's a simple write on animation. So go to frame number 0 here and keyframe the write on, bring it to 0, and then go 20 frames ahead, bring it to 1. And for the second text, we are going to use an ink transition. So grab this ink transition and mask it here in the text, and I will also add a transform here to bring it all the way here. And now you can go to the text in the settings tab, go to the channel and set it to luminance, and then we can tick apply mask inverted. So, and now coming back to the transform tab, let's reset it and see where is the problem is happening. So let's place it here, and now let's see. Okay, we have good reveal. We can just increase it in size a little bit like so, and move it a little upwards like so. All right, and now let's organize the nodes a little bit here. like so. And let's make some space here now. And now I will bring this smoker skull PNG and merge it here like so, and let's rename it to skull. All right, and what we can do is go to the merge and place it on the bottom of the screen like this. And now we need to mask this smoke out. So for that, I will view this skull and grab a polygon like this, and let's mask it out like so, and then insert it in the mask input. And now you can invert it so the smoke is gone. Now let's view our media out like this. And now we will add our second PNG on top of this one. So bring it here, make a lot of space here like this. And then I will bring down this smoker silhouette and merge it here. And then we can bring down its size here like so. And in this, let's call it silhouette. And then I will add a brightness contrast node to it, then reset this lift option and increase the lift all the way, and check this box pre-divide and post multiply, so it's gonna get white. And then I will add an inner shadow, and this is a custom node, so add the inner shadow like so, and change the color to, once again, the purple color like this. And I will increase the spread like so, and also increase the height and maybe a width little bit as well. And let's increase the spread a little more, somewhere around here. And I will also make it dark purplish like this, and maybe bringing down the size like so would help. All right, and now after this merge, we can add a soft glow and bring down the glow and increase the glow size like this. And then we can add a drop shadow like so. And then for the cigarette, we will add a green screen of this smoking cigarette. So merge it on top here, and as you can see the smoke here, so I will bring it on top of the cigarette. And I will use, first let's rename it to smoke, and then add an ultra key to remove the green screen. So grab your dropper and drop it on top. And I will also add a soft glow to this as well, so the smoke is clear. All right, as you can see here. And now in the merge, we can scale it up a little bit and place it accordingly, change the angle, and here on top of the cigarette like so. All right, and also in the merge, let's set the operator mode to under, so it's under the skull, and you can place it, tweak the angle a little bit, maybe try to align both the cigarettes like this. All right, like so. Okay, and now to add that movement, we will use a grid warp node. So bring in your grid warp node like so, and I will go to frame number 0 here, and let's keyframe the mesh animation, and let's go 20 frames ahead. And then we will make few changes in this, in the grid, so you can see it's gonna move. All right, now what we can do is we can go to the spline tab, then check this, and then press zoom to fit, then select both these points, then press S, and then right click here and set loop, and then select ping pong. All right, so it's gonna animate throughout the composition, it's gonna loop. All right, and now to make that glitchy effect, we're gonna use the brightness contrast node. So bring in a brightness contrast node here, and once again I will reset the lift and check this pre-divide post multiply, and maybe at frame number around 40 I will bring down the gain all the way, and also check this alpha box and keyframe it, then go 3 frames ahead and bring it to 1, then once again 1 2 3, bring it to 0, 1 2 3 to 1, then 1 2 3, bring it back to 0, then 1 2 3, bring it to 1 once again, and maybe one more time, 1 2 3 0, and 1 2 3, back to 1. All right, and now at frame number 40 I will bring a brightness contrast node into the silhouette node tree like so, and once again reset the lift option. All right, and at frame number 40 let's keyframe the lift and gain, and now let's go to this brightness contrast node and notice where the glitch effect is ending. So at frame number 61, So in this brightness contrast node now, I will bring down the gain for the silhouette and lift as well, like this, right? And let's select this box. So bring it down like so, all right? And now you can see the glitch is happening, but it's fading in and fading out. So once again, we're gonna go to this brightness contrast node, and in the spline tab, let's select zoom to fit, zoom out a little, select all these, and then step out. All right, now it's gonna flicker properly. Okay, and now we can also add the text here. So for that, we will make some space here. All right, and I will bring in a text like so. Let's type our text number 1, which is this, and merge it here like so first, and bring it on top of the cigarette somewhere around here. And let's change the font. I think it was ordinary notes, so we need to find it. Okay, here, and then scale it up like so. And now I will show you how to animate this. So to animate it, you can add a Gaussian blur and then a transform. All right, so in the transform, let's go to maybe frame number 60 and keyframe it here, the center position, then go 10 frames ahead and keyframe it once again, and going back to the keyframe number 1 and bring it down here, and in the Gaussian blur, keyframe the strength and then go 10 frames ahead, bring it down to 0. So it's gonna look something like this. And now we can select both these, go to the spline and zoom to fit, then press S, then press T and ease in and ease out a little. All right, so you will have something like this. All right, like so. And now you can copy this text, paste it here, press shift so it is in the node tree like this, then make some space here, paste it once again like so, and once again here. All right, and now in the second text, change your text and change its position here. Now in the third one, change the text, change the position maybe here. And now the fourth one, change the text to your and the position to maybe here. And now finally, once again, paste it like so and press shift like this. And in this text, we will type life and bring this one here. And for this one, we will also change its color and increase it in size as well. So in the shading tab, we can go to the gradient and make it purple like this. Then make some space here and add an X glow to it. Bring down the gain a little bit like here. And in the text gradient, I will bring this black to little purplish from this arrow right here. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly add black shadows to all these texts. So in the select element number 3, add a black shadow, go to shading, add a black shadow, go to shading, black shadow for this one as well, and finally for this one like so. All right, and now as you can see, they all are gonna animate at the same time, but we want delay between all of them. One more thing we missed is we need to animate its blend as well. So I will make space here. All right, and we'll bring in our brightness contrast node and select reset left option, and then check alpha, check this box. And in the Gaussian blur, let's see, we have keyframe number 1 at 60. So on brightness contrast 60, we will bring down the gain to 0 and keyframe it. And let's see, our second frame is at keyframe is at 70. So in the brightness contrast, we will bring it to 1. All right, so now we will have something like this. All right, what I'll do is I will just go to the keyframe section and in the brightness contrast node, expand these and bring back the keyframes a little bit. All right, so we can have the blurry animation as well. All right, now this is perfect. Now just copy this brightness contrast node and paste it for all the texts. And now to add that delay, so apart from the first text only, select all these like this, and then go to the keyframe section, expand these and bring it to the full screen like so, and then you're gonna expand all of them. And now for first three, I will drag them a little ahead, then next three, drag them even more, and then the next three, drag them here, and for the last three, drag them, last three, drag them to the end like so. And now let's see what we have so far. So now you have this delay between all of them. All right. And now we're gonna make few adjustments. Just come back to this merge of this skull and silhouette and just bring down the merge a little bit and to the left like so. All right. Bring the size down a little more and to the left like this. All right. And now finally, before media out, we can add a soft glow like this and bring down the gain, bring up the threshold, bring up the glow size, bring down the gain a little more. All right. And then you can add a vignette and increase the size all the way like so. And I will also go to the settings and bring down the blend a little bit so it has a subtle effect. All right. Now coming back to the edit page, what you can do is you can add an adjustment clip on top of it from where this text starts coming in. It was at frame number 60, we will see. All right, right here. All right, and now you can bring down the adjustment clip here and trim it here like so, and now go on top and zoom it in like so, bring it to here, zoom in a little more like so, somewhere around here. All right, now what you can do is go to the start of adjustment clip and keyframe the position parameter and go to the end here and bring the position to the right like so. Right, I'll just zoom out a little so the whole text is clear, and let's bring this down as well. And now we can zoom in back like so. And on the first keyframe, let's set it to 54 as well. So now you will have this. So this is what we have so far. We have our text animation first and then this. All right, now let's cut our next scene.
Remember, you're not just hurting yourself.
So we have to put a cut here by pressing Ctrl B. And now I will bring another adjustment clip on top of this like so and trim it here. All right, now we can go to the Fusion tab and we need to set our text animations here. But instead of making them from scratch again, I will just bring them from the first adjustment clip here. So go to the Fusion and copy this text by pressing Ctrl C, going back to the edit page, or rather I'll give you a tip as well. So when you are in this Fusion page, go up here in the clip section, and now you can see we have our adjustment clip here, the required adjustment clip. So just click it and you're back in this adjustment clip. Now we can disable the clips option. All right, and now I will paste by Ctrl V the text node here and merge it like so, and we have the animation already. We can just change the text to "you are not just," then we will press enter, hurting. And for this one I will bring down the size here and we'll add a drop shadow as well like this. And in the text, and we need to add character level styling, and for that go to this insert option and then select character level styling, then go to the modifiers and I will select this hurting text and we'll scale it up like this. And in the shading tab I will also change its color to once again the purple color like so. All right, and this time I will make it a little bright like this. And going back to the tools, we need to reduce the tracking, rather the line spacing like this. All right, a little more, and let's place it here. And now we can make some space here and add a soft glow, bring down the gain, increase the threshold, increase the glow size like this. All right, now moving on, we can bring in that star diamond, this diamond star. All right, and merge it here, and let's rename it to star first. And now we can go to this merge and bring the size down and place it here. Bring the size down a little more, and now we can make adjustment to this star. So make some space here, bring in a background first, and then merge it on top like so, and change the background color to purple here. And in the merge, in operator, I will set it to in like so, and then you can add a soft glow to it like this, and increase the glow size and reduce the gain and threshold. Then I will add a glow to it as well, like so, and bring down the glow and increase the glow size. All right, and then we can add a drop shadow to it here and increase the shadow strength maybe. And now going to the merge, I will bring down the size a little more and place it here a little more like this. All right, and now we can add our text here and merge it like this. Now type your text in, which is yourself, and instead of merging it here, we will merge it separately. Delete this merge from here and bring this text here and merge it here. All right, so you have your text here, bring it like so, and then change the font to this one, Nature's Beauty Personal Use, and I will scale it up, bring it here, add a soft glue to this as well. Let's just copy this one and paste it here. Okay, and now to animate this star, we will add a transform node like this, and at frame number 45 maybe, we will bring down the size to 0, keyframe it, and we will bring up the angle to 360 degrees, keyframe it, and then we can go maybe 30 frames ahead, 1 2 3, or maybe 25 frames ahead like so, and bring back the size to 1 and bring down the angle to 0. So you will have this animation scaling up and rotating. All right, and then you can go to the settings, apply motion blur, increase the quality, increase the shutter angle all the way, and go to the spline tab, select both these, select both the points, then press S, then press T, and give them an ease in and ease out. Right, I will also make one more change here. So we need this star to move throughout the compositions. So for that, I will add another transform node here, and on the angle, right click here, and then go to modify width, and then select perturb. All right, and then you can go to the modifiers, then select the value, strength, wobble to something random, and then reseed. So it's gonna shake throughout the composition. I will increase the strength, the value, the wobble, the speed, everything. So you can see it wobbling, it's moving throughout. All right, this is how you use modifiers. And now let's see how is this composition looking. All right, we need to animate this text. So go to your text and let's start animating it at frame number 55 maybe. So bring down the right on to 0 and go maybe 20 frames ahead and bring it to 1. So let's see now. Okay, this is fine. Now we can go back to the edit page for the next scene. So now let's see where we need to put the next cut.
You're hurting your own future. You light the...
Okay, we need to cut it here. So let's bring an adjustment clip once again, like so. Trim it here. And let's go into the Fusion page. Now once again, we simply just need the text and the same text animation. So I will once again go to this clips, and in this adjustment clip, let's go here, and this text is what we need. I will copy all 3 nodes and go to this adjustment clip and paste it here. Let's hide the clips and merge it here like so, and we can just change the text. So go to the text and remove everything, and now let's type our new text, and let's scale it down here like so. And I will copy this once again and paste it here for our second text, and let's type future here for this one and scale it up a lot like this and bring it down here, and let's change its color to purplish like so, and let's see what we have. So we need to delay this one, so go to this text and in the keyframes expand these and just select these and delay them a little, maybe here, maybe a little more like so. Yeah, this is fine. And now we're gonna add the light sweep effect, and once again make some space here, and let's go into the effects tab, then templates, then edit, then effects, and down here to vector group section, and let's bring in this VG light sweep and insert it in the node tree like so. And once again expand all these. I'll bring down the light intensity, increase the glow size, increase the soft edge, and select sign here and sign here as well. And then the starting position should be here and the ending position is like this. All right, now let's see how's the light sweep working. So you can bring the starting position here, all right, like so. Now this is perfect. And now we can go back to the edit page, and now let's quickly see where we need to put our next cut.
You light a cigarette for a few seconds of calm, but every
So
of calm.
So here, all right, then press Ctrl B, bring in maybe a fusion composition this time, like this, and trim it here. And now let's go into the fusion page, like this, and make some space here. Now you can go to your media pool, and first I will bring a background into the media out, like this. And let's grab this Thomas Shelby smoking movie footage and merge it here like this, and go into the, and let's rename it to Shelby maybe. All right, and then go to this merge and bring its size down here. I will go to this background and bring down the alpha so we can have a better view. All right, so now we're gonna make that cinematic look using a background, merge it here like this, and bring in a rectangle and mask the merge like so. And you can invert it and bring it here, here, make a rectangle like this, increase the corner radius like this. And in this merge of the movie, I'll bring the size up. And now let's see which part we want, so we can trim it to maybe somewhere around here. All right, this is the part we need. All right, now we can add our text, and for that simply grab a text node, merge it like so, and then in the apply mode, let's type our text first, 4. Let's choose our font, which is Nature's Beauty Personal Use, scale it up, place it here, scale it up a little more like this. And then you can go to the merge, and in the apply mode, let's set it to exclusion like this. All right, and now I will go to this text and then add a brightness contrast node. Once again, I will check this, reset left and check alpha, and let's go to around frame number 60 maybe, and bring down the gain all the way, keyframe it and go 1 frame ahead and bring it back to 1 all the way. All right, so you have this. Okay, now you can simply copy it, paste it here, paste it once again, and I think we need it one more time like so. And now we can simply change the text for a few, and here it would be seconds, and this is off, and we need it one more time, so paste it here and type your final text, which is calm. And now you can change the positions of everything. I will just select all these merges and disable them for now. And let's select this one, place it here. Now enable this one, bring it here, enable this one, then bring this maybe here, I don't know, maybe this one here, and then enable this one and bring it here, and then enable finally this one and go to the text and bring it down here, and we can scale this one up a little more, and maybe this one goes somewhere out here and like so. And now we can add a delay between all of them. So apart from the first one, select all the brightness contrast nodes like this and go to the keyframe section, then zoom to fit, expand the menu and expand all these, and now select all these, move them a little ahead, then sparing the first one, select all these, move them a little ahead, then sparing the first two, select all these, move them a little ahead, and then sparing the top three, move these two a little ahead, and then finally only this one, the last one. All right, now let's see what we have so far. All right, and now I will show you. All right, now we can go back to our edit page here.
If you're a smoker, stop dying slowly. This can change your life. Remember, you're not just hurting yourself, you're hurting your own future. You light a cigarette for a few seconds of calm.